And then jump in the car, then bust a next shot again. And the seriousness man, they never sit around it.
So what was it? It's a robbery?
Like a robbery because they run past with the money jar. No man. The wickedest set up. The bartender did right now, I don't know.
Anybody has got shot?
Then shoot out at the bartender.
Sad times. Bartender gone down on second day at work in Manchester. Can you believe? Second day on the job. And this girl spread out like a sheet. As I jump on the video, touch up the thumbs up button. Can I get 100,000 thumbs up? Please and thanks. You don't know we have to give the Lord. We have to big him up at all times. We live to see the 1st of May, brand new month. You are going to know a bartender was shot dead on her second day on the job in New Green, Manchester during a reported armed robbery. The incident took place on Wednesday afternoon. Her identity has not yet been ascertained. Reports indicate that around 1 p.m. two armed criminal elements targeted a bar in New Green Square, robbing it of cash before opening fire on the bartender. The news was told that the gunmen, while running towards a waiting car, continued shooting in the square before making their escape. Detectives and onlookers have since gathered at the crime scene. Very sad. Comment down below, send out some condolences to the family and friends. Can you imagine this girl? She could have just stayed home, begging people, living off other people. But no, she chose to get a job. She come, get the job the first day, and she say, alright. She like how the place operate. Early this morning now she bathed, put on her pretty clothes, head out to work. All went well throughout the day. But when you reach up in at 1 o'clock, you know, criminal elements running with them foolishness, rob the place and shoot the girl. Innocent, hard-working girl. Boy, I'm gonna tell you, it's rough out there, you know.
I kind of feel like this was history repeating itself because Richard and David kind of have similar deadbeat traits. So I don't know what that's about me. Having two men and choosing the wrong one. Let's get into part 5. But before, let's do a recap. I was with two guys, Smith and Richard. Smith is the guy that was doing everything right, not having to ask for anything, not having to ask to do anything. Well, I was also with Richard. I was with Richard before Smith, but Richard seemed to be somewhat of a, not even somewhat, Richard seemed to be a deadbeat. I broke up with Richard, but he was living with me, so I gave him some time to leave. In the time frame that he was supposed to leave, he started to do everything right, and somewhere along the way, we started back talking, so I end up right back where we start off with the two guys. Taxi to put on the road. Then he wanted to do business for himself, but I live here, he lives in Miami, so he then opted to put 2 cabs on the road for himself where I would oversee it. No, I work from home, so I ended up having Richard oversee things, collecting the money and doing everything where the business was concerned. Smith also leased out one of his friend's shop because his friend built a plaza. He leased out his friend's shop, and let's get into the bitter part of the story. So yeah, Richard was collecting the money from the taxi because he wasn't working at the time. I worked from home, so it did make more sense for him handle business there, because by the time I don't work, I'm tired. So there were 3 cars on the road, and he would collect the money for all 3. And for the shop space, I did have the clothes store. However, I did also rent out different sections. So like people would sell hair products, people would sell uni stuff, jewelry. Them would have parents as well for like different parts. So you almost know what I mean. So him would have collect that money weekly. Some of them would have pay monthly as well. So I told Smith to open an account out here so I can deposit the money for his 2 vehicles in his JMD account. Him said, alright, no problem. Him end up come back one next time. Smith is gone a country, so it was no issue to see him. Come back, open the account and leave. He did come for like 2 days, literally. So after Smith opened the account, now I tell Richard, say, listen, just start put the 2 taxi money in that account here, and then you can give me my physical cash or just lodge it in my account instead of you have all the money. No, this was over a 3-month period. Me never did collect no money at all from Richard. Cause I him handle things, I don't like him did ever do nothing for me. Mistrust him or nothing like that. No, I never ever do nothing like that. So whenever I have no problem with him, I do the business. I just say him handle the man business. That part there, I guess I did wrong. Yeah, so when I tell Richard now say him have to start deposit the money in the account, him a go ask me says who and why. Like, why you gonna ask me that? So I say, says me, the money if you go in the account, it's not my taxes, you know this. So just work with me and put the money in the account. Him a go look at me and ask me say, if I lick my chip. So I say, what you mean if I lick my chip? I him a do this thing, I him a run this thing for the past couple months, so me can't tell him how to run him business. You're a business, sir? No, this is where things took a turn. Because, oh, if you say you're a business, some say, I know you're a vehicle. Like, I'm dumbfounded. I know you're a business, what you mean? The following day, now I'm telling him to send the account information, him deposit the money, I'm going to say, alright, fine. Send him the account information. But as the day I end, I send a notification coming and I check the account periodically before I can say anything to Smith for say check the account for the money. Now, only for say him call me, say him I rush to the hospital, him grandmother admit. So I say rotted. I not think about the money at that time there. But he must say him will deposit the money when he left from the hospital. But me not think about the money come here and say boy a grandmother and I'm grandmother grim because his mother passed away when he was 10. So I say, boy, I'm just upset things alright with her. When him there at the hospital now, I say, hey, his response is, I open the money and message him about because shit's serious here and me gonna make you get it later. So I say, why you be so hostile? I never message you about the money, I message you for ask you how things with your granny. How the money dropping in. And then message me later on the night and I say, them have to go do emergency surgery on her. So yeah, so I say what that mean in response was what you mean what that mean. It means I have to use some of the money and more get back. Nobody come help yourself because members say me being this thing. So I say like I can't understand. I start thinking in my head because I don't want to think too negative. So I start thinking in my head for say maybe he might behave this way because he don't know how to react towards the whole him grandmother fall ill because his grandmother is like his mother and his father and his grandparents in one. So I say maybe him just not know how to accept the news, so that's why him so edgy, everything tip him off. I'm not paying the mind, I'm not cuss, I'm not go on, I'm not nothing. Now him come in mega morning and I find out him grandmother is sick and at the hospital for true. Because him sister did call and told him they didn't want to talk about it. Fine. Fast forward to when the grandmother come out and I say, alright, I go with them because a long time I'm going to see her. So when me go up there now, I say, you know, Miss XYZ, you alright? How long them say for you recover? She said, recover, I already recovered, that's why we in the hospital. So I say, no man, how long before? You know, I probably can't walk and something again. We never even ask what type of surgery because the greatest thing is life. The most important thing is life. So she said, me not follow. I said, no, me not follow you. She said, no, because she recover. Anyway, me feel like probably she under medication or something, so she not said the right thing. Reach at the house and something, and me start ask him